Okay, greetings. We're doing another how-to video here. And there are games out here. I'm actually going to show you how to do stacking with Tabletop Simulator. This is my game Short Stack, and I was getting a little bit frustrated and perplexed. I actually contacted the company about it on how I could do a game that involves stacking, like in a war game. You have chits, they pile up and they move, and they keep the order and you go through and look at it. So what I had here looking at is that the technique we're using, very much we're going to be using cards, and this is the way for now to do it. I wish they were square, but they're not. You use custom cards for the units if you want. This is the game Short Stack. You'll see here I have 12 of these red-white ones, and I have very light an ace that's red to make it look white, and then I use a 10 here because it's the most dark one. Could have gone with that. There are other cards I could use, but let's just go this way. And we're just going to show you setup. What I'll do here is I can grab and I put that on the board there, and then I'm required to put it adjacent, so I'll do it that way. And then we'll just put them out like this. And when we do Short Stack, we'll go across. It's kind of kludgy, but it works. The thing is that you create custom cards, particularly for a war game. Use cards. And what they're going to do is they're going to be rectangle, not the perfect square. But we'll go ahead and do this. And I will just put the cards down. If you see, I'm just using, they represent single counters. I would normally use these checkers, but it's an issue, so we'll just put them down. And if I do this, I can pick the entire thing up, which is the key element to getting this to work right. So we'll just putting them out like this. You'll see, drop it there. You'll see by the white dot where the cards are. We can zoom in closer. And I might want to go with red cards, but I just want to have them white, so at least you can see where they are. But anyhow, let's go across. You can create different counter types. It's just you're going to have to use cards for now. I wanted to come up with a unit type called counters they could put graphics on. But for now, this would work. At the very least, what they could do from a code perspective would be to have it so that you say, don't shuffle. Because one of the things I have here, I could pick up, and if I do this, grab all of them, you shake it, it does that. And that's one thing you really want to limit. So if you're doing it, you have to be careful handling it. But now, these pieces will move once, so we'll just go like that there. And now if you see this here, let's move that on top like this. Now I can pick it up, and that, 1, 2, 3. I pick them all up, and if I right click, I can do search, and I get to see what's in there in the order of them. So let's just, you can pull out from the middle, and you can rearrange the stack if you want. So anyhow, it's locked. Now let's go here and do stop search, and it'll go together. And hopefully we go like that there. So use like that, and I'll move this on top like this. And I have a deck of 2. Now I have my 3 cards, so let's go in, move it out here, and go into search. Okay, we have a little bit of an issue here. That's one of the problems I have, is that the order ends up shuffling, unfortunately, but at least you can move units as a stack. And what I'm going to recommend doing is, let's just end this here. Let's go in and go stop search. Does it that way. What I'm recommending doing is we'll just put them together like this. One of the things, it's still kludgy, but at least you can get something. I'm going to have to use this in the future, so I am sorry about this. This is just, pick them both up. It's interesting it does that way. And just line it up this way. At least you can get something going by the use of cards. So, what I'm going to do here is, let's say I want to look through the deck. I'm going to mark that space, so I'll just pull it out. And you end up creating a spot where you can go through and just look. And if, let's say I want to pull off these 2 cards and move them, I can do that. And then we'll do it and say I'm going to move 2 spaces. And we go like that. It goes out there. So anyhow, that's how you're going to do this. Pick the graphics that work from a distance. You could put information on it. It's just you're not doing the squares if you're doing hex-based war games. But that should work for you. Anyhow, you can also add other things to it. And this is actually what I'm going to use here. If I want to flip the order of them, I could do that and reverse order on it. So anyhow. Okay, so you know what? That's a useful way to do things. You're going to have to use cards. I want them to do an update here, but it would be helpful just to prevent shuffling. And also when you go through, it'll maintain the queuing order. And I'm sure they can do it. And if enough wargamers, if you do wargaming, hex-based wargaming, we'll do something else, contact the company. And go to Berserk Games, and actually, we'll see. I guess I'll put a link below. Contact them. And let them know that you want to do that, because this program is relatively awesome. So, okay, I do want to thank you for watching. As I said, feel free to pass this video around, let people know about it. I do want to thank you for watching. May your die always roll 5.